Welcome to Universe Live Sports. I'm Abby Hall.
And I'm Cam Clark. Let's take a look at BYU sports this week.
BYU women's softball was in California last week for the Mary Nutter Collegiate Classic. They went 2-3 over the weekend with losses to CSUN, Auburn, and Washington. Gianna Mares threw a shutout win over Hawaii 8-0 across 6 innings, racking up 12 strikeouts and only allowing 4 hits. They are back in California this week for the Judy Garman Classic. Good luck to our Lady Cougars out there.
This past Saturday, the BYU Cougars played the number 6 ranked Iowa State Cyclones in a highly anticipated Big 12 matchup. BYU was looking for a bounce back win.
The Cougars have been reeling of late, going 3-5 in their past 8 games, while notably going 0-4 against top 15 ranked teams. BYU was in desperate need of a signature win, and they got support from an unlikely source, their fans. Over 18,000 fans packed into the Marriott Center, and their energy was unquestionably felt by both teams on the court.
And crazy. It just gives you different energy. For me personally, it gave me a lot of energy to play. Even through I think 27 minutes. It just when they start hyping up, it just feels different, man. And I feel like the other team can't even score when they were in there on a heater.
BYU maintained a steady lead throughout much of the game, and whenever an Iowa State rally would occur, the crowd only got louder. During an Iowa State timeout late in the second half, the Jumbotron encouraged the fans to get as loud as possible, and the fans happily obliged. With a computer-generated video of the Marriott Center having its roof exploding being shown on the Jumbotron, the crowd hit an astounding 110 decibels that capped off one of the loudest moments of the night. BYU head coach Kevin Young had nothing but praise for the crowd.
I mean, that was the loudest I've ever heard it in here, I thought they really just helped us in key moments and just want to show them some love.
Ultimately, the crowd's energy paid off as the Cougars were able to grab a 79-69 upset win against the Cyclones, which helped propel them 4 spots to number 19 in the latest AP poll rankings.
The Marriott Center is known for its Rockets crowd, and it's good to see that energy continuing to stay strong.
Thanks, Tyler. After being disbanded in 2022, BYU hockey came back last week for one night only, as they hosted an alumni game against Utah at the New Mammoth practice facility. The Cougars beat the Utes 11-5 with over 400 BYU fans in attendance to cheer them on. It was a great reunion for the BYU alumni coming from all over the country to be back on the ice again.
BYU baseball has started their season with 8 games on the road. They're currently in Southern California with 3 games left, finishing their extended away trip on Saturday. Currently sitting at 4-4, their most recent game was a 7-10 loss against Long Beach State. Ezra McNaughton has been the star of this away trip so far, hitting .389 with 14 hits, 11 RBIs, and 3 home runs. Lefty Ashton Johnson has made a name for himself on the mound with .887 ERA through 10 innings pitched. They will make their home debut Thursday, March 5th in Miller Park.
BYU football had 2 players invited to participate in the NFL Combine this weekend. Field reporter Kate Dolly gives us a look into the players selected and Cougars in the NFL. Kate?
Thanks, guys. The NFL Combine starts today. Linebacker Jack Kelly and wide receiver Chase Roberts both have received invitations. It is being held in the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indiana. In the 2025 football season, Jack Kelly led the BYU defense with 10 sacks and 55 total tackles. Here is what he said about his last season with BYU.
5 sacks and 10 sacks last year. What was the key making that jump?
I think Coach Chad, he was our assistant linebackers coach last year. He does a phenomenal job with pass rush and getting us in the film room, understanding what keys we need to see going into that game.
Chase Roberts leaves BYU as one of the Cougars' top receivers, with a career of 2,586 receiving yards and 18 touchdowns. BYU players in the past have had successful combine experiences. Puka Nacua and Tyler Algier were both able to spike NFL draft stock and have made successful NFL careers the past season. In recent history, Zach Wilson broke history by being the highest drafted BYU player. He was drafted 2nd overall by the New York Jets in 2021. We wish luck to Jack Kelly and Chase Roberts this weekend at the NFL Draft Combine.
Thanks, Kate. We're excited to see what those two guys can accomplish in the league.
That's it for Universe Life Sports. Thanks for tuning in.
And as always, go Cougs.